Hello. This is November 3rd, 2017. This is our chat number 3. I think I figured out how to add music, which I listen to everything, so you'll hear all kinds of stuff as we go through these chat sessions. Anyway, what we're listening to is my musical journey number 6 through Spotify, and it's just random music that I went through and searched the selections and the types of different genres. So it's a little bit of everything. It's the way I prefer it. The same thing musically over and over to me is not as exciting as different music all the time for me. And I don't know if exciting is the right word, but we'll go with that. Alright, we're going to go right into our day in history. The first little tidbit of history we have is 1964, and this date. The residents of the District of Columbia cast their ballots in a presidential election for the first time. The passage of the 23rd Amendment in 1961 gave citizens of the nation capital the right to vote for a commander-in-chief and a vice president. Wow. Learn something new every day. And then the second tidbit of history we have today is in 1903, on this date, with support of the U.S. government, Panama issues a Declaration of Independence from Colombia. The revolution was engineered by a Panamanian faction backed by the Panama Canal Company, a French-U.S. corporation that hoped to connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans with a waterway across the Isthmus of Panama. That's the part of history how they started off, but there was actually a rejection of the treaty by Colombia, and our then president, and I'm sorry, I want to say Roosevelt, but if I'm wrong, somebody can let me know, or I'll look it up later and know if I was wrong. Basically put a rebellion in with the Panamanian faction that helped overthrow the Colombian rejection and make Panama independent. And at the same time, the United States already had stuff going on there. They controlled all the railroads at the time, and that's how they were able to shut off the Colombian troops being shuffled in to fight the war. They just shut down the railroads. And then they had some ships come out off the coast. I think one was the Nashville, a warship of that time for our Navy. So you can say, yeah, with the Panama Canal, but it was done by force. Good or bad, it's irrelevant really at this point, except for the fact that we do have a waterway that connects the Atlantic and Pacific. Sort of saves a lot of time traveling if you have to be going by water. Okay, enough about that. Let's get on with the chat. As you can see, I'm still drinking coffee. It is basically 3:30 in the afternoon. I came home from work this morning and I just didn't feel well. Still not recovered, but I'm fighting whatever the heck's got a hold of me. Should be better by this afternoon if I go back and rest later. Okay, so musically, I haven't been to a whole lot of shows over the last year. I did go to the Bomb Factory in Dallas recently. or not recently, but that was the last time I went, and that was the last concert. I honestly, right now, drawing a blank on who I went to go see. There was like 6 bands, I guess. It was a good show, but I just can't recall names. Oh yeah, Seven Dust. So that was the main band. It took me a minute. But anyway, that was probably my last concert, so to say. And Bomb Factory's pretty wild, pretty big place. Musically, I had the opportunity at work. Now they've already basically backed out of it, but I was able to take my stereo there and listen to music, and I got really back into the Scorpions and Iron Maiden, and Judas Priest. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm not recovered, but I figured I need to get this chat going. This will be number 3. I enjoy doing it. That's why I'm doing it. But anyway, it's been just 6 minutes already into this one. I'm a little bit out of it, but we need to, or what I would like to do, not we, but me, I would like to possibly go over some things that are coming up on the different YouTube channels or whatever, concerning Antarctica. Anybody got any clues on that? Is it just a big hoax, or is there really some stuff up there going on? And what about World War III? Is it on your mind? You know, we did a war in the 50s, which was in Korea, and that's why there's a division of North and South. I don't know why we ever thought it would be a peaceful solution to divide a country that had been together for centuries before that. But anyway, that's what happened. We couldn't defeat them, or whatever the purpose of why we stopped the war. And now here we are in 2017 with this blowing up, and it's been the goal of the northern side of Korea to challenge the United States. It's been their goal ever since we separated the country, or put them into the North and the South. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is we live in a time where war, even though there's probably wars going on all over the globe, war that's going to involve everybody, including the major countries like Russia and China, the United States. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that each of those countries is basically insinuating and causing other wars in other countries all over the globe. I understand the power structures of these countries and how they infiltrate other governments, form rebellions, and make their agenda in that area of the world. What do you do? Unfortunately, I feel like as people we've become complacent and not thinking possibly that there's anything we can do. Yeah, it might be a revolution, it might be different stuff. I'm not for that. It's, I think that you could just repair what's there already and continue to work, but make it more for the rights of the people and not of the people that we elect. But anyway, I'm sort of rambling on here. My mind's messed up. I've taken cold medicine. Anyway, I appreciate you listening. Got a few things I would like to end it on again, like I do. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Till next time, happy Friday. Enjoy your coffee. Go Seattle.